What are going to be your main takeaways from Triple G's performances, having faced him as well too? What are you going to be picking and taking away from that and kind of evolving into your own game plan?
Very little, because in both fights there was two different styles of Canelo. So we don't know what style is going to show up come May 4th. So I'm just going to be the best that I can be, implement my game plan, make adjustments if need be, but I think the bigger issue is him trying to figure out what all I bring to the table.
What do you think he's guessing?
I have no idea. Like I said, it's one of those things you got to find out once you actually go through the process. And he's a talented guy. I've seen him make small adjustments at time, but to me, he fights too much in spurts. And the mentality that I have, I'm going to want to fight every second of every round.
Danny, you've been on record as saying you thought Golovkin won both fights. I think I read a tweet from
I did say
Lance,
that, yeah.
That it seems to have really bothered Canelo. Why do you think it peeves him so much?
I have no idea. I mean, because I think he's given me credit for beating Golovkin. He's been on record saying that he thought I won the fight. And for me not giving him the credit for beating Golovkin, I think that's probably where the
How did you score those?
I'm sorry?
How did you score those fights?
I thought the first fight was Golovkin by unanimous decision, and I thought the second fight was Golovkin by split decision, or it could have been a draw.
Did you actually score them, or were you just like, I won?
I actually scored them.
When you spend that much time traveling...
Can somebody get their phone, please? Thank you.
When you spend that much time traveling with each other, you are adversaries. What do you talk about? Do you even have casual conversations with each other, or are you just occupying the same space?
We have casual conversations, and there's been times where we've run into each other's path numerous times. I mean, it's always love and respect, and that's what I appreciate about not only this fight, about this press tour and just being around Canelo, because he's a stellar guy. You know, he's not like one of these guys where before we've had controversy and there's been a little bit of drama. I like to pride myself with being respectful, especially respectful to the opponent who I step in the ring with. So the fact that it's reciprocated, I appreciate that.
You've already been on this kind of stage with the Golovkin fight, but you haven't done this kind of press tour. You're going to Mexico, New York, LA. Are you enjoying it? What's it like?
It's been a phenomenal experience, and for me, this is everything that a fighter wants to gravitate towards at this particular stage in his career. It comes with the territory, so I know it's deserving because I'm a champion, and fighting another champion of this caliber, I know this is what's to be expected, but I've just been enjoying every process, every moment, and soaking it all in.
And even though you're already a champion and you've been a big game in boxing for a long time, do you feel like now you're really truly arriving doing this kind of stuff?
Well, here's the thing, there's levels to this game, and I understand that Canelo is the peak of superstar when it comes to boxing. I mean, he just signed the biggest contract in boxing as far as the numbers go, so he's a figure. He's a big figure in the sport, and I know that I had to elevate myself to that level, and I know a victory over Canelo, a decisive victory, will get me in that direction.
Is that what's pushing you really more than anything right now? You see it, you can be the guy?
What's pushing me is just to simply be the best that I can be, and having another man inside the ring not being the victor over me. I want to hurt every person that's in that ring. When that bell rings and I'm looking across the ring, that person wants to stop me from feeding my family. That person wants to stop me from fulfilling my dreams. So anything that I have to do to stop that and prevent that, I'm going to do that with mean intention.